MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, so the Bronx Bombers played well in the series so far, winning the first two in this three-game set.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games. I think back to Bobby Cox. His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
Whitey Ford will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Here's the first pitch to him.
First pitch, 105.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Mantle comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Batting second.
Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
And here he is, right on cue, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Our temperature here this afternoon creeping up to the 60-degree mark here at first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Grounded to short. LeMahieu's got it. And there's out number 2. Just an absolute bang-bang play at first, and we'll use the show track data to give you a better look at it. The runner was hustling all the way, but an 89-mile-an-hour laser across the infield was what it took to beat him. That's elite arm strength on that play. Into the box, Paul Molitor. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Two out, nobody on. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. LeMahieu onto the grass. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Blue Jays nothing. Yankees coming to bat. Major League Baseball on the show. Robbie Ray, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Don Mattingly will bat next. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Hit sharply on the ground. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Batting second.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that could work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
DJ LeMahieu comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And Dan, Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1. Ray stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
The 2-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Ready now is Lou Gehrig. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. The pitch. The 1-0.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away. And it's fouled away. Lifted the other way out to left center. And Springer will tuck this one in to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Striding in is Sean Green. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch on its way. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the Yankees have dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, Dero, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Fly ball right down the line and left. Here now the 2-2. Belted high and deep into right center. Mantle's on the move. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus on Giancarlo Stanton right now. Looks like he's chiseled out of stone out there. The outfielder, I know he has light tower power, but he's also helpful on the defensive side and possesses a strong arm in the outfield.
Into the box now, Joe Carter. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-2.
Well, that's off the plate.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
And a fastball misses there, ball four.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And now in the box, Lourdes Gurriel, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. From the stretch, Gurriel tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Hit back up the middle. Gloved by LeMahieu. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Down in order go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. The next batter is Alfonso Soriano. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball.
3-0 now. Mickey Mantle will be next. .30 pitch is in there for strike one.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
The 3-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
The center fielder.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Mickey Mantle is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Pitch out, nothing doing. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Soriano gets his lead at first, nobody out. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a liner. That's in there. Base hit. And the run will score as the Yankees grab the early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
That's a dangerous pitch right there. Down and in slider for a called strike. He misses a little bit out over the heart of the plate, and that ball might not come back.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The 1-1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Changeup up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
There's a line drive base hit to left field.
Kind of interesting pitch selection right there. You could tell. You double up on a changeup normally when you got a guy out front on his front side. Not the case right here. He spit on that first changeup take right there, so I was shocked he went to the well again.
So now to the plate, Jorge Posada, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. And Posada will lay off there. It's back to 1-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Next up, Gleyber Torres.
Baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Here's the first pitch as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
The 1-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Two men are on with two men out. Two balls and a strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1 pitch. Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Yankees forced to settle for 1. George Springer the next to hit, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Now the first pitch. That just misses off the inside for ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays.
Boy, just when you like to get one of those shutdown innings, the leadoff guy ends up reaching base right now, and you're looking for that 1-2 inning. Now you have to pitch out of the stretch.
Yeah, I can't tell you how that lights up an offensive dugout right there, getting that leadoff guy out. So many options, puts the pitcher on the defensive and in the stretch.
At the plate, Bo Bichette, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0.
Ball, that's outside. Ball, that's out.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So stepping in is Reese McGuire, trying here to plate the tying run from second. First pitch of the AB now.
This is one of those classic bunt situations here, but it's not a given anymore like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. From the stretch. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
So 1-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Has a look, now the pitch.
Helpful.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
To the plate now, Roberto Alomar, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Popped him up. LeMahieu ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the first baseman, John Olerud.
The batter will be John Olerud. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Now here's the first offering. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Springer on second. Bichette on at first with 2 down. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Blue Jays leave a pair. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in now for the Yankees, Don Mattingly, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
John Mattingly.
And now the first pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. That evens it up 1-1. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
The batter, number 35.
One out here in the Yankees' third inning, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. First pitch of the AB now.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
And that's in there, 2-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Hard hit ball to second. Alomar has it, and there are 2 away now.
Now back, the designated hitter, Lou Gehrig.
Base is empty, 2 away, and in steps the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. First pitch of the AB on its way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
The 2-1 home. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Molitor will put this one away, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Paul Molitor. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
Stepping in now, Sean Green, as the first pitch sinker misses to him. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0.
Inside, ball 2.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
A runner at second, nobody out. outside. 3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Fouled away. The 3-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second
The
base.
left fielder, number 29, Joe Carter.
So the next to bat will be Joe Carter. Worked a walk his first time up. Comes set. Now the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Here it comes, 1-0. Tapped out in front of home. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Lourdes Gurriel.
Stepping in next, Lourdes Gurriel, trying to bring in the tying run from third here. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strikes.
A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Here it is. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. One left for Toronto. They trail this one 1-0. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now at the plate is Alfonso Soriano.
For the Yankees, the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano.
Here's the first pitch. Too high with the fastball here. It's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Count is 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Now look out as this one sends him sprawling. It's ball 2 now. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The center fielder, number 7, Mickey.
So bases are empty with one gone, and that'll bring in Mickey Mantle. The pitch. High in the air out to center field. Springer is in his tracks now. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron
So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the 4th, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge. First pitch coming. Here it is. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Alomar gloves it. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. George Springer is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Mantle is under it, and there's one gone.
The bat, number 11, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Digging in will be Bo Bichette. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. The pitch.
Oh, 1's the count.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
At the plate now, Reese McGuire. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Fouled off.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery.
2-2.
Swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Blue Jays go down in order. It remains 1-0. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Guess he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike now. fouled away. Ready on 1-2. Hammered the other way to deep right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the catcher, Jorge Posada.
So next to bat will be Jorge Posada, struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Strike one to start the at-bat. One run on 3 hits and no errors for the Yankees so far. A little quick on that swing and he finds himself behind 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
2 out, nobody on. And, oh, he thought he'd work the walk, but it's a called strike 2 now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They lead it 1-0. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Count 1-2. I got to count 2-2.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. swing and a high fly ball out to left field. Back goes Stanton to the track. Gone! A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Blue Jays are even now at 1 run apiece.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Standing in now, John Olerud. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1.
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Still even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up this pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Swing and a blooper down the right field line. In there, a base hit.
I'm sure the boys on the bench appreciate that AB right there. Grinded out an 8-pitch at bat and was able to be successful and deliver a hit for the team.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up the Hall of Famer Paul Molitor. Set. Here it comes.
One ball, 1 strike.
Olerud aboard here at first with nobody out. There he goes. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. So now to the plate, Sean Green, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fouled away. One and 2 to Sean Green.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Fouled off. fouls this one off. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
The 2-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
The 2-2 one more time. And it's fouled away. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Judge is under it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
Digging in next, Joe Carter. He's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner back easily. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, up, up. Near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people in runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
I tip my hat to the batter right there for taking that pitch. Most guys would have definitely been swinging in that situation. 2-0 fastball, but that was not in the zone he was looking for. Move on to the next pitch.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Sinker, 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit. So we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with one away. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First pitch on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Bases are loaded with only one out. Fouled away.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Here's George Springer. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Fouled off. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
And he fouls this one off. 2 out, bases loaded. Two and two. The 2-2.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get, and that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
Payoff pitch on its way. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases-loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll depart after 5 2/3, as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ballgame. Corey Kluber answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Bo Bichette will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. One and one. Here it is. And it's fouled away. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a flare hit toward right. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And he is safe at home as he beats the throw to Posada. And he's safe.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Judge looks up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run shot to right center field. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Into the box, Roberto Alomar. Fouled away. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Here comes the 1-2. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Man, the hit parade continues. It's not an easy thing to do in professional baseball. Doesn't seem like this inning's going to ever stop. Right now, they've already scored 7 runs.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. And another throw over, and the runner back. In now, John Olerud, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
A 1 pitch on its way. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Seven runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside. The throw. Not going to get him as he swipes second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
The 3-1 pitch. And that misses for ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So next to hit is Paul Molitor, singled in his last at-bat. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
The 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Alomar at second. Olerud at first. 2 out in the inning. And it's a full count to the igniter. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Molitor.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Toronto leads this one 7-1. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Don Mattingly. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. set to deliver the 0-1. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them. Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment. Able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. This is hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is the left fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 7-3 game.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So the good news is he'll wind up going the requisite 5 innings for the victory, but he does leave his bullpen some considerable work to do before this one's done. Tommy Malone is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Tommy Malone. Now
stepping in now, Lou Gehrig. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 2-2.
Full count.
Alfonso Soriano is on deck. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. But this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now back, second baseman, Alfonso Soriano.
Next up is Alfonso Soriano. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Into the windup and the pitch.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 2-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Another full count pitch home. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
But the runner's back easily. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. That brings up Mickey Mantle. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is. Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Back in standing. Inside and low, 2-1. As a look, now the pitch.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. Here now the 2-2. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. The 2-2 one more time. Pitch inside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. 3-2 pitch. Full count still. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And this deflects right off him. Soriano blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate as they now trail by only 3. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. As a look, now the pitch. 3 runs already home here. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch, the 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
The 1-2. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now that's the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
So now to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Two outs here with a runner at third. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
On comes Green, but this is down for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it 7-5 now.
Boy, not much you can do with that one from a pitching standpoint. Hero makes a pretty good pitch, and somehow, some way, this guy's able to muscle one in for a base hit.
Yeah, and you know what? Good job by the hitter right there, not trying to do too much. I know he got jam sandwiched right there, but he was able to find some green grass and give himself a chance.
Into the box now, Jorge Posada, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
4 runs here in this half inning. Hit on the ground out to short. Bichette's got it. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the Yankees 5. So here's the cleanup hitter, Sean Green. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. That pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker, baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
To the plate now, Joe Carter, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Kluber pauses. Here it is on 0-1.
Nope, outside.
Green on at first. Nobody out. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Swings through it for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball. Count is 2-1.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Count is full. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? LeMahieu for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So a nice bounce back inning there after the 7 spot last time around. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Jays lead it 7-5. David Phelps is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Number 35. David Phelps.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W.
As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And this one is gone, a home run. Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His 2nd pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
So now to the plate, John Mattingly. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. 1-0 count. Here it is.
2 balls, no strikes.
Well, you have to have a lot of confidence and composure to pitch effectively, and right now, I'm just not seeing it. He looks kind of rattled out there to me.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Green moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The designated hitter, number 4, Lou.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Lou Gehrig. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Set and the pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. And this throw gets away from him. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Julian Merriweather enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. In now, Alfonso Soriano, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. The 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
And he misses again, ball 3.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1. Down the left field line and deep. Now the payoff pitch home. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Green ranges back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The center fielder, number 7, Mickey.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in Mickey Mantle. From the stretch.
1-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first, and he'll dive back in. Now the 2-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. This one's flared out toward left. Carter is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are tied 7-7. Stepping in for the Jays, George Springer. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
Strike swinging, chased a high one there. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Kluber pauses. Here it comes.
Ball inside. Ball, that's good.
As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Mantle is under it, and there's one gone.
Now batting, number 7.
Next, it'll be Reese McGuire. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 1-0. It's a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
2-0 count. The pitch. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Darren O'Day will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Roberto Alomar will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
The 1-0 home.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Chopped weakly to the left. Springer over at second. McGuire at first, one gone. 2-2 to Hall of Famer Robbie Alomar.
I got to count 2-2.
The 2-2. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. He'll come home with it. He's in there at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Into the box, John Olerud. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Stanton has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the third baseman, Paul Molitor.
So now here is Paul Molitor in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And a very important insurance run comes around to score from second.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Stepping in now, Sean Green. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. The Yankees entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
Don't want to forget about him. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Three and 0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Now the 3-0 offering.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And a sinker too far in here. He lost him on ball 4.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Now at the plate, here is Joe Carter, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Looking to minimize the damage here. The 0-1 offering. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Jays are out in front, 9-7. Kirby Yates is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 39, Kirby
And now here is Aaron Judge. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
First pitch on its way.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
At the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Outside,
And it's 1-1.
These are the moments that don't always show up on the highlight film right here. Big spot. They have a chance right here. This guy mixes in a knock. They have a chance to get right back in this game. If not, if he grounds into a double play, it's pretty much over.
1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Squared that one up just a little late.
Gotta believe that was a mislocation because it missed right down the middle. This guy's gonna have nightmares at the plate thinking about missing that one.
Here's another 1-2. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. Both teams right now with 11 hits in the ballgame. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And Posada will lay off there. It's back to 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Judge, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a line drive to center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Judge rounds the corner and is headed home. Now the relay home, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Remind me to stop making predictions. This thing looked out of hand, but I should have known better to think that this thing wasn't going to get any closer. With these 2 offenses, it's going to be back and forth till the final out.
Next up will be Gleyber Torres as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and oh my, hit him with the high. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya. So a 2-run homer down the line in left as they've taken a 1-run lead. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
The first baseman, number 23.
To the plate now, Don Mattingly, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Carter is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, DJ LeMahieu.
Next for New York, DJ LeMahieu, and he'll be trying to replicate that home run swing that he took back in inning number 6. First pitch on the way. Will swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Carter gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Blue Jays. It's the Yankees 10, the Blue Jays 9. Mariano Rivera comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Mariano.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and striding forward the designated hitter, Lourdes Gurriel. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Judge is on his horse. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, George Springer.
Up next, George Springer. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
One out, nobody on. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Ready with another 2-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Three balls and two strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first, and the Yankees continue their push for the postseason and sweep a fellow contender. And it's a 10-9 final at the end of this one. The New York Yankees crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Darren O'Day claims the win out of the pen, his first. Mariano Rivera closes the door for the save, his second. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 10 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours exactly. Our paid attendance here at Yankee Stadium this afternoon, 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.
Mm-hmm.